turn my life around. Jesus, you the do my life. Your mercies are ever new. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am cooking. That is the reason why I was doing some tasks. So that is why I have not given you, welcomed you to my channel. So I'm cooking beef pilau. I'm cooking pilau. A beef pilau to be precise. I'm just trying to see here in the monitor. What my food? That's burning. I'm trying to cook a beef pilau over here. So what I have done, we are gonna talk. But what I have done is I have put onions and garlic on the pot. If I can show you, I'm using my laptop, so bear with me. I'm gonna show you, that is my onions and some garlic, and I have to cook them saute. The cooks usually call it saute, until brown. And then I'm gonna add all the ingredients. Meanwhile, the rice I have washed, and then it's now soaking. We have to soak the rice for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna attempt to cook for my family the tastiest pilau, like what I cooked for them a couple of days ago. So we are gonna talk as I cook. I'm gonna answer all of your burning questions. Basically, probably people are gonna watch these videos later. I don't usually have a lot of people joining in my live, because usually whenever I'm live, many people who watch me are in US, Canada, and Australia and UK. Not many. I don't have many viewers from Kenya, so my analytic usually tells me the people who watch me. So probably in their time zone, they are not awake, or maybe I don't know. So that is the reason why they usually catch the live after I have done filming it. So I want to talk to you guys. I want to answer your burning questions, you guys. A lot of people have been asking me, and it seems like they are dying to know, and they are what is it called? Trying to interrogate and find out, and they are watching Womb and trying to give me ideas and to give me whatnot, and it's been raining in Kenya lately. So if you hear this rain sound, my laptop is situated next to the window, so you might hear rain sound. So I hope it's not going to be bothersome to you guys. So I know that a lot of people are asking me or want to know, or I have a lot of womb watchers that usually they are very shamelessly asking about my pregnancy. Are you pregnant? So that is the reason why today the topic of the video is going to be put as pregnant ... so that we can talk about the whole pregnancy questions and we can put people's assumptions to rest. So that is the reason why I'm today here in my kitchen. If you are new to this channel, because I have acknowledged that I have a lot of people who have joined my channel from Lynn Boogie, thank you so much for the very positive messages that you left on that video. And for you guys who called me and wanted to talk, actually, this entire week I have been really, really busy at my nail shop. So I haven't had time to actually even. I've spoken to one lady who had a burning question that she wanted to ask me. We spoke a lot. I called her. I think she lives in Australia or in the UK, and we spoke a lot. So we gave each other ideas and all that. And the lady got my number from Lynn Boogie because she kind of posted my number over there. I didn't ask Lynn Boogie to post my number, but I guess she usually, I'm going to shout because it's raining, so you might not hear me well. I didn't post my number, or I didn't ask her to post, but I guess whenever she has guests, she usually chooses to post their number, probably for mainly the numbers she usually put there so that people who want to do business with me or people who are interested in whichever business I'm offering, they can call me. But unfortunately, I've had a lot of people just randomly sort of dialing my number even in the middle of the night because it's on the internet, and they're just like sort of bothering me. And some people are also calling to ask for money. Some people are calling to ask for jobs. Some people are, I mean, right now the times are tough, I understand, and a lot of people are actually in need. I really do understand. But for the ones that I'm capable of supporting, I am 100% okay with supporting here and there where I needed. But kindly don't call me in the middle of the night. If I'm capable of helping, I will definitely help. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a couple of this is just mixed spices. That's what it's written over there. Okay, I'm gonna put black pepper. My onion is already brown enough, so I'll put mixed spices, black pepper. I'm gonna put turmeric. I don't usually measure. I just like sort of randomly put turmeric powder, then some cayenne pepper, just a dash because there are kids over here. They don't like to eat hot, spicy stuff. And I'm gonna put some grounded ginger, just a dash of that. Okay, I'm gonna put beef masala. Then I just wanna add a little bit of like this little. No, I wanted to add water because I don't want my onions to burn too much. I'm gonna put a little. I don't know if I'll put beef masala. Let me just add a little bit more. Excuse me. I'm gonna put cinnamon powder, a generous amount. I'm gonna put this curry powder. I'll put tangawizi. Then finally, I'm gonna put a dash of pilau masala. Yeah. Now the paste looks something like this. Yes. Yes, I'm cooking. You want to say hello to the people in the vlog? This is Kilian and her friend. This is Kilian and her friend. You guys have just showered. Yes. Kilian and her friend Dylan. Dylan is a friend of mine's son, and Kilian is all of you know Kilian. So yeah, he came for holiday to so that Kilian cannot be lonely. They are both lonely kids, like one child each. So they usually come visit each other and come for holiday in each other's house. So this is his time for them to be together. Okay, go to the living room now. So yeah. So I have my meat over here. I've just like cooked it in. It was cooking in this pressure cooker. When Daisy was here, she made sure she left after breaking my pressure cooker. What is this? Why? Hey, will I be able to open this thing? My nanny is the one whom today was she doesn't know how to use. I don't know if she's put some. I knew it. She just boiled it without any sugar or without anything, any salt. Usually, I like to put a little bit of salt. Let me see if the meat is tender. Yeah, it's okay. Kilian, auntie ako wapi? Okay. So I have this beef stock that I will use to put in the just a little bit. the meat doesn't have salt, you wanna add a little bit salt. Then the inanukia nyama kama hujaanza kunini, kama hujaweka kwa gas, kwanza lazima uweke 2 cubes ama salt. Fighting. Dylan. No, sitaki kusikia mkifight. Killian, no fighting, okay? To do what? No, auntie. Unitengenezee kachumbari hapa. Ama upike cabbage. Pika tu cabbage. Hii utaweka kwa fridge, sijatumia. Natumia kupika kesho. Mimi sipikangi pilau na nini na Killian, can you guys go play up and then I'll call you for dinner cause ni sawa tu hiyo stima yenu haifanyi kazi. Otherwise, if I'm on live, I don't want noise. Okay? If you want to play, you play, but then no noise. You have a lot of trees. You can play with a lot of trees that you have. You have a lot of toys, so you can play with those toys. I want to put my. Nobody should remove this one for me. Again, don't touch Junior. You know Junior today I sprayed the medicine for him because he had too much ticks. Say, I've removed a lot of ticks on Junior. So don't touch Junior.
I will go and where is it?
Gideon, you take choice. You take the other one. Yeah, the other one that you can build. You take that one and then you build. Go and play over there. Or you play here in the carpet. All of you go. And no noise, no fighting, no nothing. Okay, I don't want to hear your voices. I don't want to hear anybody fighting somebody. Yes. Our only these kids are not going to actually watch TV now because they've watched TV the whole damn day. So yeah, let me have it, please. They have watched. They. I don't want them to actually. So now we are going to talk. Thank you. Okay, go play. So now we are going to talk. I'm here. I want to talk to you guys. That is the reason why the topic of this video is there. I have seen a lot of people trying so much to ask. They are asking a lot of questions. Are you pregnant? Why are you pregnant? Have you decided? Why are you not pregnant yet? Have you decided? Have you not? Why can't you look into IVF? A lot of these random people just be. I don't have a father and a mother, so none of my family members is actually even asking me such questions, or even my sister, my close family members don't ask me such questions because they are actually sensitive enough to understand that things happen in God's timing. When God is ready with things or things which are meant to be, they'll be. You don't need to, they understand that they don't need to ask me such questions because at the end of the day, that's noise, Nani. You go, can you guys carry your stuff and go upstairs? Can you carry all your toys and then go upstairs? We'll call you when the food is ready, okay? You understand?
Yeah.
Or if you want to stay there, I don't want noise.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. If you want to stay there, no noise. I should not hear any noise. Because I'm on live, okay? Okay. Dillian, you're not answering?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, they know better not to ask. They know better. I mean, when I say my family members, I say my sister, my husband, and basically those are the people who are present in my life currently, who are close with me. They don't ask me such questions, and I don't appreciate the people who are actually even trying to the slightest bit to even try and give me, become nurses and tell me what you should do, what you should not do, what have you tried this, have you gone through this, have you gone through this? Because for somebody my age, I'm an adult. For somebody my age, where I have reached, don't think that if let's say, for example, I was don't think that I have not gone through any intervention. Don't think that I have not done any research. Don't think that even I am doing anything to sort of negatively affect my fertility. Don't think that just don't really like start talking to me like you know me, you know my medical history. You don't know the slightest bit of what people go through in this life. There are a lot of people who, like I remember I was talking to one lady that I resonate with so much. This lady,
has suffered several miscarriages. Yet people always come on her end because she has one son and who is actually in high school. But people usually come to her and they are telling her things like why aren't you getting pregnant? Is it the because she is actually a single mother, is it the sperm donor that you are missing? If you don't have a sperm donor, I will donate my sperm for you, or blah blah blah. They are just talking all this randomly. Kilian, endeni juu, amka uende ucheze juu. Chukua toys zako zote zenye unahitaji, hata kama unataka kuzibeba na hiyo nini. Anti, koroga hiyo mchele ikiivanga, koroga hiyo mchele ikiiva, alafu maji ikipunguka uniite. Bila nimesema muende.
We are going.
Okay, stand up and go.
I'm going.
Because I'm discussing something that I don't want children's noise in the background. So, honestly, it is very, very uncalled for you guys to be. It's very hot today. I don't know. Maybe it's just hot for me. Maybe these lights are causing me to feel very hot. It's very uncalled for. Let me open the window so that I can have some breeze inside. Yeah, it's very uncalled for, especially for somebody to talk to a woman like that, whether she is in her childbearing age or not. You should not. It's the same way you cannot tell somebody, when are you getting married? Your age mates are dead. Why aren't you dead yet? Or you cannot say something like why aren't you moving forward in life? Why are you stagnant? Why are you? Those things you cannot tell them to anybody, because people have their milestones. They hit milestones differently, and along the way, usually people have struggles, and you cannot just be coming to people's comment section or even talking to them about things that you personally, for example, the people who are asking me to go for IVF, are you going to pay for it? Are you, like, really? Do you know how much IVF costs in Kenya? So I think for those people who are telling me or are asking me if I've ever tried IVF, those people are asking me because they probably might have felt like I'm not getting pregnant soon enough, so there must be a problem. But guys, I'll talk to you guys, because me, I don't have stigma in my life whatsoever. I'll talk to you guys. I'll tell you guys. I know that a lot of people are going to watch. Hopefully, this video is going to end it for the people. I mean, to make stop for the people who are asking me such questions. I don't stigmatize myself whatsoever. Those days of stigmatization are well over, because usually before I used to stigmatize myself and I used to be very upset over things not happening in my life as soon as I want them. But now, because I have lived my life long enough, or I have seen the hand of God long enough in my life not to question some things, because some things are out of your control, especially things to do with fertility. They are whatever you can do, as much as you can eat healthy, you can take the good, great supplements, and you can prepare your body and everything. If God decides that your eggs are going to dry up by the time you're 35, if Jean, let's say for example, Jean decides, let's not say talk about God. If Jean decides that your eggs are going to dry up by the time you're 30, even 26, let's say for example, because there are people who go through perimenopause even at 20s, in their 20s, or in early 30s, or in 28. There are people who go through perimenopause when they are 28. If Jean or whatever decides that you're going to to go through that early enough, you are not God to decide that it's going to be otherwise. All you can do is just to live your life. And I'm trying as much as possible, not like I'm trying. People's obviously it bothers me, because if it didn't bother me, there's no way I could sit here and make this video. I would not sit here, but I would not even bother to answer those questions if it did not bother me. But because it bothers me too much, alongside, I would just want to be a mouthpiece for the ladies who are actually going through, maybe they are in advanced age, 35 plus, and they are probably trying to conceive, and it's getting harder for them to conceive. For those ladies who have people asking them and talking all sorts of nonsense, insinuations, and telling them and suggestions and becoming doctors. Like, I have done so much research to know exactly what is happening to my body. So I know 100%. There's nothing that you can tell me can actually change the fact that I know exactly what is happening to my body. So, for example, I was diagnosed with hyperlactinoma when I was 27 years old, 27, 28 years old, because I had gone to the doctor, sort of gynecologically, to just check, routinely checked. So from then onwards, I started having really bad hormonal problems. I was having very horrible hormone changes. I suffered from horrible acne and all that. And then when I was 30, I went again to the hospital and I was diagnosed with low ovarian reserve. That means that my ovaries are not same as, like, the ladies my age don't have the ovary I have. For example, when I was 30, my ovaries were already acting like I am 42. My ovaries were like 10, 11 years ahead when I was 30. So I don't know what caused it, but how did I find out? It's because I had done this hormone test that is called AMH, anti-malarial hormone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I had done that hormonal test. So I had gone to, there was a time I had gone to Europe because I had enough money and I felt like I wanted to freeze my eggs. So when I went to Europe, in the hope of freezing my eggs, the doctors told me that I didn't have a chance, but because the way my ovaries were reacting when they were giving me hormones to boost egg production, because hold on guys. Junior, go back. Junior, go outside. Out. I'm not calling you. Out. Go out. Anataka kukuja kwa nyumba. You come and then you sit. You're not bothering me. That is my dog, guys. So, sit. No, sit. I don't want you on me. So, by the time I was in my 30s, in my early 30s, I had decided that I was going to actually freeze my eggs. So when I went to Europe, there was a time I flew to Europe. Then I went to just check up with a fertility. Where did I go? I went to, where is this? Spain. I had gone to Spain, yeah? I don't know if Spain is in Europe. I think it is, right? So the doctors were told me that that because I had started the treatment to actually harvest my eggs, because I wanted to freeze my eggs so that in later on in later on in my life I could use them if at all I got married at and I was like, I wanted to just use them, probably fertilize them, and with my husband's sperm and get embryos so that I can just it can go easily for me. So when I went, they had tested me all the hormones at that time. My AMH, like the hormone that is responsible for the egg production, I mean that hormone is the hormone that usually they use as a measure to see how many eggs are you capable of producing when you are a candidate of IVF or doing an egg freezing uh, cycle of IVF. I mean, basically, they inject you with these hormones to hopefully, they hope that they are going to stimulate enough egg production or make those eggs get mature enough for them to actually freeze them for later use. So for me, those days I didn't know that you need to take some sort of some supplements to even optimize or even give your eggs good quality or whatnot. I didn't know that there was anything to do with the quality of eggs. I just knew that eggs is eggs. You know, whenever when you are in your childbearing age, eggs is eggs. You're just capable of becoming pregnant however, whenever. So I didn't know until the doctors they didn't tell me prior to that treatment, they didn't tell me that I needed to take any supplements. Those things you need to vouch for yourself. You need to go, even if you're going to the community on Facebook, where there's a lot of pages on Facebook where there's this ladies TTC community where they talk too much about the supplements they are taking or the things that have worked for them or la la la, or even forums on Google. You can Google TTC forums and see what works for what and what somebody did to give you best chance of actually producing quality eggs. It's not about how many eggs you're producing at a certain age in time. It's about the quality. It's not about the quantity, but the quality of eggs you're producing. Because you can have, especially for a lady who is having PCOS, she is can be a good candidate for IVF as per se, but because she produces a lot of eggs, and sometimes she can go through this hyperstimulation where she gets injected these hormones and then her ovaries get overworked and produce too many eggs, and then she goes through this horrible stage of her ovaries being hyperstimulated. So it's not good for her. And then at the end of the day, she ends up producing crap eggs. I mean, her eggs are not good quality whatsoever, even though she can produce up to 30 plus eggs. But you can find that. So for my age, when I did the androgen follicle count, that is the initial appointment where you go on your second day of menstrual cycle, and they just go in there into your ovaries and count how many androgen follicles you have. So from there, for the woman my age, I was supposed to have 15, and they only saw 5. So that indicated to the doctor that I had low ovarian reserve, and plus my AMH was lower. When I was 33, 34, I had like 1.23. That was like almost in the lowest side, right? Lower. It was lower. It was still like okay, but my androgen follicles were just 5. So that was lower. So the doctor, when I went for that treatment, like the egg collection cycle, the doctor told me that with the kind of ovaries I have, it's older for my age, I might not have a higher chance of getting enough eggs, because they are seeing potential eggs only 5. With me being pumped and getting injected with these hormones, they might come out, but they might not be good quality. So it seems like she said that I needed to do a lot of cycles for them to harvest enough eggs to even freeze. And those eggs might have been even bad quality because of my ovaries seemed to have aged more than me. So that is exactly what I was explained to. So I didn't do that. So obviously I had a hard time because those days I was not actively trying anything or whatnot. So I knew from that time that I had low ovarian reserve. And when you have low ovarian reserve, and I also have high prolactin levels, meaning like I have a pituitary tumor. Every single person have pituitary gland in their heads, in their, like somewhere in the back of their brain somewhere, there is this pituitary gland that is actually supposed to be responsible for optimal production of the hormones that are FSH, LH, luteinizing hormones. Is it called LH? I don't know. And TFS. You know, the people in the TTC community who've gone through these treatments, they know all these things. But there are certain hormones that need to be very optimal, and for you to actually even conceive. So they found out that this pituitary gland had abnormalities. So it means that it was abnormal because it had a tumor growing in it. So I had a pituitary tumor, which is called prolactinoma, and this pituitary tumor makes my body produce high prolactin levels. So when you produce high prolactin levels, it means that your body is behaving like a breastfeeding woman. So kila numerudi.
I'm taking Hulk.
You're taking Hulk. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Enango, ni nini? Careful. So then they found out that I was not going to be a good candidate because of all this. I have to take medication. The medication that I was, first and foremost, they needed to lower my prolactin levels. Dylan, don't drink too much water because you will. Can you take the Nini duster? And then you ask Auntie if the food is ready so that you can start eating. Let me go and see if this children's food is ready. Don't step on water in here.
Okay. What?
Watoto watakula hiyo chakula kweli na hizo pilipili. Hey, Yesu wa Nazarene. Today I've put a lot of pepper in food. Dylan naogopa pilipili. Ala. Nani Kilian? Ui. Na huyu Junior ameshapewa food. Junior, what's the matter? I have my dog here, guys. My dog here. That's what I'm talking to. Junior, no, I don't want you licky me. Get down. Mimi sitaki report. Endeni mkae na huko kabisa, mngoje chakula. So that was the thing that was going through. I was going through it. So then I have to take medication that is supposed to be lowering. Funny enough, I've never had problems with my menstrual cycles. They've always been 25, 26, 24 each every 25, 26, I mean 27, 20, like sometimes 28, like they goes, but usually like I don't really have problems with them. They are not heavy, they're not painful, they are not, they are, they are just like before. I used to have very, very extremely heavy until I was anemic. So that is because of the hormones, I guess so, and because my body was behaving like I'm pretty much going through menopause when I was still young. Because when you have low ovarian reserve, the doctor told me that I will pretty much go through menopause early. So it was really tough for me. Honestly, it was the toughest thing of my life, the toughest journey. I mean, the toughest, because honestly, in my entire life, I just thought that nothing like that was ever going to happen to me because my mother was pretty broody. I mean, she had all of us. In total, I can't even count because even along the way, she had twins that passed away. So, and she have her last child in 1993. I mean, she was pretty much broody. So I was just didn't think that I would be the one who will be like sort of, be having infertility issues, or be, I wouldn't say that I am having infertility issues. I would say it's advanced infertility, because if I had tried to have children when I was younger, probably I could have had a child, because I only got diagnosed when I was in like late 20s with this pituitary thingy going on, and hormonal imbalance. Probably when if I had had kids when I was younger, I could have had, but because I was trying to have kids as an early and later age, that is 35 plus. So, and obviously, because I had no choice, like I didn't have, if the doctor had told me to have kids, especially when I went for the treatment, for the checkup, and I was told that you have low ovarian reserve. I was just thinking to myself, I need to have a child, but then how? Yet I am a flight attendant. I have so much responsibility. People are looking up for me, and then I don't have a husband, and there's no way I'm going to be living in the Emirates and have a child out of wedlock. Like, so pretty much I chose career rather than trying to rush up the clock and have a child. So I think that if you are a younger lady and probably you are waiting off to have children, this is my advice to you. Just go to any fertility clinic and look at your where you stand. Like, look at your AMH levels and see whether you still have four, because with your AMH it can tell you whether you still have 3 years, 4 years, or you need to do it immediately. Because you remember, each from the time a woman is born with a certain number of eggs, and from the time you start your menstrual cycle, you like shed a lot of eggs every month. You probably are shedding potential eggs, because the younger you are, the more your hormones are level and are optimum, and the more you are actually having um, like your eggs are like good. Like, for example, they reach, because eggs cannot be fertilized until they mature. So when you are younger, you have mature eggs, and mature eggs, they are measuring between, I don't know, I think it's, is it 14 or 16, I don't know, I can't remember because it's a long time since I went through that. I think it has a certain measure that it can be fertilized. But there are people who just produce immature eggs. People like me, because of my low ovarian reserve, and plus I don't have optimum hormones. My hormones fluctuate here and there. So there are times that you ovulate. There's a time that you don't ovulate at all. And then how do you know that you're ovulating? For me, of course, you see with the cervical mucus. Sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't have them. So it's just like like just a roller coaster, to be honest. So that is exactly what I have gone through. I have no stigma in myself. I can talk about it because I just feel like God does things for a reason. Things happen to your life for a reason. there is no point of me sitting back. And obviously, sometimes I wish I was in a position to have kids earlier. But then, even before I met my husband, I had always felt like one day, if at all I meet a man who is sort of a Luo traditional man, because I had no desire in getting married to a Luo traditional man. I have reasons as to why, and perhaps I just felt like, because long time ago I used to not even have a desire to marry an African man. I just felt like probably we will not be on the same page in several things. And again, because I had my history of these fertility issues, I just felt like if I had married into a traditional African man family where the family gets so dominating, and they are very mouthful of insults, especially if you are not having being pregnant. I just felt like that was something that was gonna give me depression for no reason. So to be honest, I felt like I will never be married. I felt like I didn't want to, because perhaps I would find a man who will not accept the fact that, or perhaps the man whom I will find might not even want to hear the fact that I've struggled with the doctors have told me 1, 2, 3 regarding my fertility. So I knew that when I met my husband, or somebody whom I would marry, I was very skeptical when I met him. I just felt like I wanted to talk to him about my history when it comes to, because it's only fair. A man who loves you, you need to talk about even your health history. You need to talk about all these things. You cannot hide such things, such vital information from somebody you see yourself with. I mean, if they love you the way you are, they will stick with you. But if they feel like they don't want you because the doctor have told you 1, 2, 3 about your fertility, then they're just not going to be for you. They're not going to be with you. So I just told for me, I was very skeptical, because I felt like my husband was younger, because my husband is younger than me, obviously. So I felt like my husband was younger. Probably he would want a woman who is very fertile, who will give birth to him easily, who will have children with him, several kids, and all that. So I felt like it was very necessary for me to have that conversation with him. So I sat down one day with him and I told him, listen, this is my medical history, because I have all my medical history, even the things, the papers I came with from the doctor in where is it called? Munataka aje?
Auntie, call us.
Baba yangu, kuja unisalimia. Hey, how are you? Nabila pia kuja unisalimie. Nyinyi mmekuwa wazuri. Mfanye aje? Mnataka aje baba yangu?
Kukula.
Simkule hapa.
Sawa. Mine.
No, he picked this first. Pick yours. What the heck?
This is mine.
So why do you want to sit next to me now?
Dylan, take that one. Mine.
I have children.
Why I can't see? I can't
My
see.
house always have people. I always have children.
Can't see.
Baba, you want to see, but you're not talking on the video. And also Dylan will want to come on the video, and I don't want all of you guys on the video. Now this is the reason why you guys are all going upstairs to eat upstairs, huh? Auntie, chukua hawa mkule mahali mnakulanga kama siko. Hebu go eat there.
That is why I'm telling you.
Go eat there, because now they will be fighting to appear in my video. Okay, go. Uko tu sawa. Mwachane na vitu zangu tafadhali. Chukua hiyo nyingine basi ama haya. So it is something that I've always gone through, and I knew it, and I didn't want to hide any man that wanted to love me and to be with me. I didn't want to. So basically, a lot of you are asking. So the question I've answered regarding IVF, because the only way I can be a good candidate for IVF is if I do it with a donor embryo, a donor egg, yeah. A young girl like sort of donates the egg, and obviously you buy those and all that. That is the only way. But then I don't want that will be just like going and adopting a kid. Of course, the kid will have my gene, my DNA, because when you carry a kid 9 months, scientifically, you're going to pass some of your DNA to them. You will, even if they are tested for your gene, they will have your gene in them, but the kid will not be my 100% biologically. So that is not my desire. I don't desire that. So and then plus it's very expensive. If you want to go through IVF with donor embryo, donor egg, remember you have to pay for a full IVF cycle. That is almost going to a whooping 1 million Kenya shillings. And auntie munaongea na mimi sitaki hiyo. Muna disturb my video. Aya. So apart from that, you have to also pay this egg donor. You have to pay all her medication because she has to have medicine as well, and you have to pay storing fees for these eggs. They have to be stored. You have to pay all this, and plus, apart from all this, apart from the procedure itself, you have to pay for the semen analysis, all the prior testing. When it comes to IVF, you have to test your husband. You have to also be tested. Everything has to go through probably 1.5 m, and it's not 100% guaranteed. It is not, okay? So also it also depends. Sometimes there are people, it depends also if you are a candidate, because they will measure your uterine lining and your uterus as a whole, and they will see if your uterus is okay to carry. If it is not okay to carry, again, they have to go through all this process to try and prepare your uterus to carry. It's just a lot of things, science now beating God. Science is a lot of things. Also, they have to see if your uterus is free of fibroids, if the fibroids is inside or outside the uterus. If it's inside, they have to operate it to get it out. If it's outside, that is okay. They don't have to touch it or whatnot. All these things have to be considered. I have money, yes, but I don't have that much money, considering the fact that I had already tried and it wasn't successful, especially because you have to do with the egg, the thingy was, what is it called? When you have to try and do the all freeze cycle, when you are trying to stimulate your ovaries to produce enough eggs so that you can freeze them, that costs a lot of money. And when they are not graded and they are not good quality, they are not going to freeze them. They are going to say these ones are crap. So the entire treatment is a fail. A lot of these IVF doctors don't tell you the truth. Medical insurance don't cover majority of this IVF treatment, and so you do all this out of pocket. And many people don't usually conceive on their first try. They usually conceive even on their 6th or 7th try. That is a lot of money, and it takes you a lot of emotional turmoil. It takes you a lot of stress, and the money down the drain. I'm not like being negative, but I'm just telling you based on what I have had, because I am in a lot of forums. Anti tuniwekee chakula. Kwani mnajiwekea chakula na mimi uniwekei? Hata uwezi niuliza utakula. Hiyo ni tabia gani? You have to ask me if I would eat or I don't eat. What is this? So it is a topic that I would gladly want to talk about, and I would gladly want to educate people who are misinformed or who are uneducated, because I understand that a lot of people go through life being very misinformed, very uneducated regarding some issues. But thankfully, me, I study a lot online, and I find out a lot of, I do a lot of my research, and I know everything to do with this, everything to do with fertility. I know them from the back of my hand. Sometimes even if I go to the doctor, they usually ask me questions. I ask too many questions to an extent the doctor feels like I know too much for not, and I'm not even a medical doctor. Yet they're asking me, like, I give them so many answers. Because even I think it was before I met my husband, I went on a treatment, because it was I'm not ashamed to talk about these things, because they are things that are there. So I went on a treatment because I was actually trying to be a single mother by choice. So I didn't really know that I was gonna meet my husband the sooner I met him, but I was ready to even become. Hey, na hii ina test aje amjaniambia?
Wanafanya huku. Nawambia una mix na cabbage.
Chill out, guys. Haujaniwekea yani bone yoyote? Ama niende nijieke? Acha tu nijieke. Nani anasikia ikiwa kali?
Mimi. Nasikia kali. Kali sana.
Chakula ya dogi. Hebu akae na huko akule. Wanataka kukula chakula ya watu.
Hai, anti, hii chakula ingekuwa tamu na kachumbari. It's a bone.
Kama sisi dawa.
But I want a bone too. I want a bone too. Why?
Do you want meat? Do you have meat?
Yes. For what? Like?
Your meat.
Yep.
Okay, then eat. Eat before I smack you. Do you want me to smack you?
No.
Auntie has put for you nice cabbages. Eat cabbages so that you can grow strong. So those are the things that I had to discuss with him prior. And he said he's not bothered about that. If we have, we have. If we don't have, it is okay. That's exactly what he told me. For those of you who have never tuned into my channel is usually about cooking, talking stories, sitting down and eating. If you're somebody who is grossed out, it's like a mini mukbang channel. So if you're somebody who is grossed out by people eating on a camera, kindly just do yourself a favor and click off the video. Because I don't want people coming on here and actually talking crazy and saying, oh, you are eating, for somebody who have been a flight, who have traveled internationally. imagine them talking like this. Oh, for somebody who has traveled internationally, you shouldn't be eating on the camera. Or you shouldn't be chewing and talking at the same time. That is disgusting. Oh man, disgusting. You are disgusting. Worry about yourself. Killian, are you eating? Aki mumeachianga anti umeachiako bwana yangu nyama. Iko umeona? Atapata kama nyama 2 ama 3. Woi. So for those of you who are asking me too many questions regarding that topic, hey, I've heard you guys talking. The audacity that you people have. Someone even offering to give me their eggs. You are offering your egg. Do you know, if I were to be in a need of egg, I would ask my immediate family member, like my younger sister. I would not come and ask for a random on the internet, or even somebody in the extended family. I would not ask you for yours. Why now? And who told you that I want your seed? Who told you? Mbegu mbaya. I'm kidding. I'm just saying that because some people are so insensitive. When I was not married, they were coming to me saying, you are very choosy. You think you think you're rich. That is why you're choosy. You think you're better than most men. So now you're choosy. You have money. That's why you choose. You will die alone now. Okay, the minute now I have a very loving husband on my side by the grace of God. Now they are inside my uterus. Oh, does that lady? When will you have a baby? What does that lady? Mbona unakataa kuzaa? Mbona unakataa kuzaa? Kwani uko na shida gani uzai? I give you my eggs. Lord, pay me, I will give birth for you. Pay me, I will give birth for you. Pay me 1 million, I will give birth for you. Are you crazy? Kama nyinyi. Unikome kabisa. Auntie Niake cabbage, please. I shall never be childless. My house shall be full of laughter. Niake tu kidogo. Na uniake na rice kidogo. Even if it means to have people's children living with me, my house will not be empty. I'll have them. I'll gladly open my house to orphans, and I'll be a mother. Because there was a time before when I didn't have anything. Those days I used to sleep in church benches. I dreamt. I had a dream that there was a very, very big flood in a certain community, like in a certain estate. And then everything had been swept away, but I was standing and I was holding children, one here and another, and I was carrying a load and I was trying to rescue these children. And then when I went to ask a man of God exactly what that dream means, he simply said that God is going to bless you and you're going to be a hand and a shoulder for desolate children. And that is exactly what happened in my life. Throughout my lifetime, even when I was a flight attendant, I always had a heart to help people. Kilian, are you eating? When you put cabbage, the food is not hot. Hey, nowadays I'm number one at cooking pilau. Even if you guys don't tell me, I know it. I can taste it. So people will talk. When you are married, unmarried, people will talk. When you are married, people will talk. When you don't have a child, people will talk. When you have children, people will never stop talking. They'll never stop talking. But for me, so long as my husband is not complaining, who are you? Who are you to come here and ask me these questions? Are you ready to fund for my medical treatment and pay everything? A total of 2 million Kenya shillings. Okay, you can send it now. I'll start taking donations. And I will gladly go to Dr. Kandawala. That is an IVF doctor, a very renowned IVF doctor here in Kenya. Or with that money, if you send me, I will even travel with that money to Europe. Oh, I was telling you guys about the treatment. Yes, it's called IUI, intrauterine insemination. Before I got married, I had that treatment. Last year. Money down the drain. Because the minute the doctor tells you that you have low ovarian reserve, that basically means that your egg count are less or close to nothing. So even if, let's say, for example, when you're doing this treatment, like for the treatment that I was doing last year, I had three mature eggs. Perhaps they were low quality grade, but yes, I had eggs. Even though I have low ovarian reserve, and now if they still can see eggs. Even the ladies who are going through perimenopause, they still have eggs. But what are the quality of those eggs? What are the quality? And you know, when they pump medicine in you, when they pump medicine, these hormones in you, instead of making it better, they are ruining it. Because naturally, they're just supposed to grow without being forced. But now they put these synthetic hormones inside. And then before they go through this IVF, they are supposed to also, first of all, test these eggs and find out if these eggs are have any, or if these embryos have any chromosomal abnormalities. If let's say I was to do IVF, even if I have 5 of 3 eggs, I cannot even leave one egg outside. I tell them plant all of them inside. Put them because I am against destroying embryos. I'm against it. No. If I die, I die. But I am against because I know that they usually advise you to implant two at a time because you don't know if they are great quality. You don't know if they will divide and cause you to have triplets or quadruplets. And having quadruplet or triplets when you are over 35, that's danger. You know, majority of these people who are asking me questions, they should worry about their lives. They should worry about where their next money is going to come from for paying their rent. I said what I said. Worry about your life. Me, I thank God that I'm not in a situation where I have in-laws who are abusing me. I have people who are abusing me. Apart from these few people here and there who ask me over the internet or in person. Wanakula ama wakuli? Kilian, ukuli kwa nini? Uko na pilipili? Yawa. Kukula. Hebu leta nione hiyo chakula. Leo naye nimeenda sana na pilipili. Auntie, hebu karangia watoto mayai. Karangia hawa watoto mayai. Afadhali wakule mayai na ugali. Badala hii ni kulala njaa. Mtakula ugali? Upikiwa mayai na ugali? Nyawanya tinya mera. Iko lo nyako tu wenyo baba na.
This is chili.
Yeah, it's chili. Dylan, are you eating?
Just looking at you.
Dylan, can you show me your food? Auntie, please wakoroge hata kama ni ugali kidogo. Hizi chakula weka. Wewe unaweza kula kesho? They cook for you a little ugali and mayai. If you cannot eat this pepper, it's okay. Okay, Baba? Okay, take it to the kitchen then. Auntie will keep it. She should not throw that food. She will put it in the fridge for tomorrow use. Yes. Okay, Auntie should koroga for you guys ugali kidogo na mayai. Okay, come and sit here and wait for the meal. Watoto hawezi lala njaa jamani. Leo wameshinda tu na wamekula chapati na snacks. Hakuna kitu ya maana wamekula. So yeah, now Zil word about this digital. If I talk, you will tell me they will come for me. Here, these people, they now want everybody to throw away their identity cards. They want to use their eyes for identity. This is exactly why Bill Gates was here. Now they want everybody to be identified via some chip or a pin or something in their eye. You look somewhere and then you are identified. I don't know for what. This is Africa. This is Kenya. There are many things that these people need to do apart from bothering people. Now they want to start in the hospitals. If you give birth, the child is supposed to be taken all these things and then be put in the data with their eyesight. If I talk, these people will say they will come for me. Somebody told me not to talk about politics in my channel. They might come for me, oh. But the way things are going, fingers crossed. But this Kenya, oh, there's a lot of influence from these people in the US. I wish you guys, the people who are in the US, you should run back and come back home. Those people have nothing to offer. Good for you. Guys, let me tell you something. This world is very rotten. People have become very godless. People are so mannerless. Their hearts are very, instead of, I don't know, even your family member, don't trust them. Don't trust these people. These people doesn't have, monitor these people's behavior around you. How they treat you and how they behave. Be very sensitive and very careful. Even the men in your lives, be careful. There's this promising nurse in America, a Kenyan promising nurse, 31-year-old Kenyan promising nurse, who just got unalived by her supposedly 40-plus-year-old man. If a man is in his 40s and is single, ask yourself why. When you see a woman single at 40, you would say, nowadays men are scarce. But a man single at 40, or even if he was divorced, ask yourself why. Why did the other wife escape? So you think you're better than this new one. First of all, than the ex. Do your due diligence and find out about these people. Take your time with these people. Use the spirit of discernment. Oh my God. There is one thing that takes us to our grave earlier as women, is the fact that we usually ignore red flags. God created you with a very strong intuition to know what is going on. But these men give you red flag 1, 2, 3, and we ignore it. Now this lady is dead. This murder hawker did what? The unthinkable. This man drove this woman within her trunk and abandoned the car in the airport and boarded a plane and came back to Kenya. He repatriated himself back to Kenya. And now he's in the hiding here in our Kenya. Yet he left a very beautiful woman in the trunk of his car at the airport in America. That lady, as we speak, her funeral arrangement is underway. She's dead. Dead, never to be back. Simply, perhaps, this guy had given her so many warning signs, but perhaps maybe she had said, here, outside here, there are no proper men, he did this, he did that, but people, you excuse this behavior. Before it reaches a point where he unalives you, it means that this guy had shown you a lot of red flags, but you ignored. I said what I said. This channel is about ranting. We will rant until Jesus comes back. Am I not speaking the truth? These men do this again and again. Better stay single. Better stay by yourself. Nobody ever died. Buy yourself, even if it is these self-pleasing toys. I give you a pass as the Nilotic Empress. I am the Empress of you people. Buy these things, explore yourselves. It's no harm. Do not spiritualize everything. If you feel like your hormones cannot let you stay without being, go buy these things. They have a lot of them on Amazon. When you feel, slowly by slowly. Mwenye anakutolea utu, if you're looking for find from the internet, instead of going out with these killers. If you cannot manage to stay single, don't come back here saying I didn't tell you. And there is nothing as bad as a man who is jealous of a woman's progress. She was probably doing better than him and going places. Auntie, charger yangu iko hapo. Let me plug my charger on this laptop so that I can talk to you guys. Wameenda juu. Wasilale kama hawajakula. Those kids refused to eat my pilau. It was apparently too spicy for them. Let their nanny cook for them something else. Let me charge my laptop while I'm at it. I'm not worried about a thing. Be careful of these men. Many of them are jealous of women. They are very jealous of your progress. And plus, when you dare, don't threaten these men until you're going to leave them. Because these men would rather, if they can't have you, nobody else will. So they resort into unaliving you. Make an exit plan without even informing him. Even if it be like you get transferred or you take, do it. I think we give these men too much power that they should never deserve. They don't deserve the power that we give them. It's very unfortunate. But this lady is gone. Take care of yourselves out there. Let me read a little bit from you guys. God is the giver of miracles. God is the giver of children. God does it in his own appointed time. I am not worried about anything because worry is not from God. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it at all. So excuse yourself and just don't mention. Don't mention it to me. Don't say, oh, you have enough money for some treatment. Who told you I have enough money? Who told you? Who gave you the idea that I have money? Have you seen my bank account? You don't know. So long as if you have money and you want to go do it. I will help you carry your child. In fact, you can come and bring your child to me. I will help you even take care of him and whatnot. I will help you. I will be the good auntie. Go and spend your money and give birth to your baby. if that is what you want. But as for me, after all that I have, how much money I have spent on all these treatments and all this, I'm not spending any more money on such things unless I got money donated to me. If I get money donated to me, of course, I go there. I will be very glad and very. And then one more thing that I don't understand why happens, and I don't know. If any one of you is planning to go for these treatments, this IVF or whatnot, please, 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 please go to a doctor who cares about you more than they care about money. Many IVF doctors in Kenya or all over the world honestly just care about the pocket. Even if they know very well that you probably don't have enough good quality eggs, but they just go forward and start pumping you with all these hormones, knowing that to start with, you don't even have good quality eggs or you don't have adequate eggs. So by pumping these hormones in your system, they are just messing them up even further. But they are not telling you. And then there is this cycle that where you go to the doctor for this embryo transplant. This is a very meticulated and very sensitive part of the entire journey. This is now the icing on the cake of it all. This one needs to go perfect. Perfect. But some doctors have problems trying to enter the women's uterus via their cervix, because obviously they have to go through your cervix with a catheter to put the embryo to situate the embryo exactly where it's supposed to go. And during the time, some of these women, because it is an entirely uninduced cycle of trying to get you pregnant. So they, at the end of the day, sometimes they are trying to open your cervix. Your cervix is not naturally open at that time, even though and also before we go there, why exactly, this is what I can say after doing my research and finding out the things that the doctors did wrong and they are still doing up to today. The things that now the women have come out and have talked about in several forums. Why exactly could your uterus go through so much trauma by pumping all these hormones and perhaps doing some procedures to remove polyps or to remove whatnot, medicine after medicine to pump it up and do all these things. And now you think your uterus is going to be ready to actually put an embryo on the same cycle? Like after they've pumped you with medication, again, they've put you under sedation, they actually harvest these eggs. Now they are going to put them in the lab to make embryos. So you wait a couple of days before your system even comes back to normal. They already tell you to lie down on the table so that they can put embryos inside you again, after your system have been messed up with all these hormones. No, this is exactly what the doctors do wrong, because most ladies usually don't have great success on the same, they just need to actually freeze these embryos, and then you come back later on after they've primed and prepped your ovaries and now your uterus, and now it's ready to receive the embryo. Not the same cycle, it's crazy. But the doctors who want money, they just do this on the same cycle. And in the process also they injure your cervix while trying to put in, because some cervix don't open naturally. Some cervix need dilation to be dilated before they open for them to implant the embryo. So they are trying to do God's work, basically. The scientists, they are trying to do God's work but they are doing it very abruptly and randomly and rushed, and they are not very, because they are ready to get the money ASAP. It never works. Because this is exactly, I watched an episode of Dr. Kandawala where he was mentioning this thing, and it was very, very, very crucial, that there is no way you can injure, as especially, many of these people, they put it's very crazy. They actually, like, they pick up the embryo and then they try to put it they come with it. The embryologist brings the embryo even before the catheter enters the cervix. You're not supposed to even disturb it. The catheter needs to first of all enter the cervix before that embryo even comes in now to be injected inside the uterus. But sometimes they just bring it waiting for the catheter to enter. Okay, the catheter refuses to enter. What next? You put the embryo back. Oh well, now you've already destroyed it. How are you gonna take it and put it back? It's not possible. You've already destroyed it now. And then now you see these people that are trying to enter they're trying to enter uterus, they're trying to enter through the cervix. The cervix is injured, the cervix is bleeding. Because I remember when I was doing this IUI, the doctor was really trying to get inside my cervix, but it wasn't entering. The cervix was not cervixing. It was not opening. So I was praying hard. I was telling God, Yahweh, please. So they bring this cannula, not cannula, they brought several sizes of cannula. And this thing where they used to open your lady bit. They open with this one is too small. They bring another one, big one, they open. That one is not big enough. They open. Already now you're bleeding, but they are just busy. Then now when they get to the cervix, again they try. It refuses to open. It's bleeding. But they want money. Because if you find a good doctor, if it starts bleeding, they'll just stop. They try again, or maybe put dilators in your cervix. Because if it's not, the dilators need to open it. There is a procedure they usually do to sort of open it, so that the next time when they are coming, guys, these things will only, the people in the TTC community are the only ones who can understand them. Maybe now I'm talking and you're feeling like, what am I saying? So let me read more from you. God has blessed you to be a blessing. You've been a mother to many, and a great one at that. We've watched you do God's work. It is easy for people to pass judgment out of ignorance. But the funny thing is, the people who pass judgment to you, their lives are not even like sort of, they should be passing judgment on themselves instead of passing judgment on you. Because even you, if you start asking them questions, you will ask them questions that they would not even be able to answer about their lives, or why and when. They will not answer. Yet they are coming to ask you questions as who? Each and every one of us should stay on our lanes. If you're blessed with children, don't be going asking people, why don't you have a child? Why don't you want a child? Why aren't you married? Why? Don't be asking people this kind of questions. Why aren't you ahead yet? Auntie, bado hujamaliza? Hao watoto si watalala? Mbona mimi siwasikii? I want those children to eat. So somebody else is saying what? Hi girl, please would you do a topic about planet plane turbulence and how you coped with extreme weather during your time as a flight attendant? I get so disturbed when the plane begins to shake. The plane never falls, man. Especially turbulence. Have you ever asked yourself how many car accidents have occurred on ground, and how many car accidents occur every single day, and then how many plane crashes have you ever had? Like, it's very rare for a plane to crash. It's extremely rare. So with turbulence, it depends on which route. Because for me, I remember usually going Jakarta, Indonesia, and where else? I can't remember any other terrible turbulence we had. Going US, Canada, slight turbulence whenever we are passing through the Atlantic Ocean or through Indian Ocean, I don't know. Whenever we were passing through the oceans, very light. I mean, it was never a cause of concern to me because you just slip through it. It never gets it has never gotten serious. I mean, because usually the pilots, they are very well trained, and the aeroplane usually before it goes on air, it gets a lot of testings, and it gets diagnosed, like the way they run all their system through the computer to see everything if it's perfect. It cannot take off until they make sure everything is perfect. So usually the things that go wrong, they go wrong once in, like, I don't know, it's usually human error, but it's rarely, honestly, rarely. So if you're traveling, just sleep. Imagine I flew for 11 years and I was not, at first okay, let me not lie to you, because usually I used to be very paranoid whenever I was wearing my uniform going to work. I was always asking myself, what if this is my last day on earth? That was crazy. That was crazy times, but I was always paranoid. But nothing happens, honestly. Turbulence is not something that can do anything to you. Somebody is saying, I hear you can't even get seats like we used to. I'm planning to relocate to Kenya. The West is going down as well. I really been used by the West. You can't get seats. What seats do you mean? Yeah, the current president need to be stopped because he's becoming friends with Bill Gates. They found her on the trunk of his boyfriend's car, dead inside. But they are asking for extradition, but they haven't found him yet. I hope they find him. That guy needs to. Actually, he needs to suffer same fate that woman suffered. He strangled and stabbed her to death. Me, if I was that woman's age, hey, she's 31. At 31, I was busy rejecting men. At 21, at 29, I was busy rejecting men like crazy. 29, 30, 31, still busy rejecting men. Especially, it's very nice sometimes to focus on your career. I mean, you're seeing nothing else but your career. So had this woman focused on her career and forgot about love for the time being because she's only 31. Hebu nionje.
Nyama.
Kilian, anti umekupikia na sukuma. Aki anti umepika sukuma zangu. Nice. Anti hizo sukuma zimeisha?
Nimepika tu kidogo hii tu.
Eat now. Good boys. These are the boys. Can you go wash your hands, please? Can you go wash your hands? Hebu wasaidie, please. Those are the boys. If that woman had known, at 31, dealing with a 41-year-old man, that's a no-go zone. This pressure of wanting to be coupled up. Stay single, you people. What's wrong with you? Nobody ever died because they were single. Antika, Anti shika hawa wajui kunawa peke yao. Takuja kuchukua hii. Aya, sasa sitaki kuona hizo chakula zimebaki hapo kwa sahani. Okay, Kilian?
Yeah.
You finish all the food? And I want to see if Dylan will finish faster than you. I want to see who will finish faster than the other one. I know very well my sister's child never eats as fast as he should. Hiyo unaenda kushindwa. Kilian utashindwa? Ama utamshinda? Atakushinda? Kilian is saying he knows Dylan is going to defeat him. Mbona anakushinda? That's Kilian. Mbona akushinde baba yangu? He's saying he doesn't have energy. You don't have energy to cook. Auntie, kuja uwaweke cartoon. Oh, basi waacha tu. Kula umalize. Hiyo story ya una energy sitaki kusikia. How can one be a flight attendant? Nowadays, I think nowadays sometimes you just keep checking on their website. Check on their career website. Emirates Career Group. I think Qatar also, Etihad also. They have their websites on where they usually announce if they have openings. The lady is telling me that she just watched the interview and she feels so inspired. She's asking me on how to become a flight attendant. That is why I'm telling her, you just need to check out if they have any openings. And then from their website, there's a way you can apply. And then you just upload nice pictures. And now you upload a nice CV, a nice picture. Even if your CV has to be professionally done, you have to make it professionally done. pictures you have to take amazing one, just go online and find out, see how cabin crew pictures look like. Same, when you're doing your picture, just make sure you look impeccable. The hair needs to be on top notch, makeup top notch, not too much, not actually very light makeup, but just look beautiful. If you see the pictures that they usually do for the cabin crew, you'll see them online. And then that's it. If you are meant to be a cabin crew, you will be for sure. But for me, I found it was easier for me to get the job because I was in the Emirates. So I went for the walk-in interviews and got it like that. Uh, an example of a picture. An example of a picture. How to stand. How to look. I don't know if you can see her face. Yeah, there you go. I think this girl was picked. Or that hairstyle, that makeup, that hairstyle, especially that hairstyle, they usually pick up girls with that hairstyle. A lot of Kenyan girls who've gotten it had that hairstyle. See the behind it, how they've done it. Very neat. Na ukaweka net. Very nice. Very beautiful ladies. On Lynn Gugi, I didn't show pictures with me with the previous uniform. I that's one of the pictures. With the current uniform, that is one of the pictures. I was in the plane. That's another picture. That's me with the current uniform. I didn't show those on the Lynn Gugi show. They just had me with the previous pictures. I also forgot to give Lynn Gugi this picture. This was my graduation picture. I had graduated to be in Diamond First Class, work as a Diamond First Class. That is one of the pictures. I did not send her so many pictures. Which other picture do I send? Do I show you guys? I want to show you a picture. Look at me. This was I had flown Eliud Kipchoge. I had flown Eliud Kipchoge. Oh, he's the kindest guy ever. He's so nice. He's a nice guy. Man, those are the best timing of flying. When you see you meet a celebrity. That was me goofing in the flight. I was full of drama. I don't want to put on that music because I don't want my my video to be demonetized. Huh? Dylan, what are you watching? Killian, but you're not eating. Even if you're talking and you're not eating, I'm not gonna listen to you. You understand? Auntie Junior is here. I have so many pictures in this phone, man. So many pictures with so many memories. I remember this one. That's me. Killian, what's the problem? Why you never eat? You know, that makes me sad. That you usually don't eat as well as you should. This was me. I don't know where I was. I think we had gone. Where was this? I can't remember. It was some country, and it was during winter and Christmas. I think it was either Germany, Düsseldorf. Then we met this girl from, and then look at this. And then that one I can't show it well because it's it has music and it might get the video demonetized. Ooh. I wanted to show you guys a video, a certain video. Dylan, wewe uko karibu kumaliza? Killian, you want to finish your food? This one I was dancing for the girls in the flight. This one I remember. I remember we had flown to Casablanca, and then this aeroplane had a problem, so it was grounded not to fly. It had been checked and it had a problem. It was grounded. It couldn't fly passengers, but it flew us. So we were actually taking the plane back to base. So we were just as crew. The food that was loaded, we ate the food, and we just came from Casablanca to Abu Dhabi. Empty flight, just us. So we were just guinea pigs, honestly, because at that particular moment, the plane was grounded not to fly passengers, but we flew it back to base, meaning that if anything could have happened, it could have happened with us. But imagine we were still so confident to an extent we were dancing like that in the flight. That was us in the flight. I still even have some of my rosters. 2018. I still have my roster on 20. Owino Rebecca Maureen, staff number 19680. See, December 16th until December 19th, I was off. I think I was definitely in Kenya. And then standby. And then that was where I was going to Ahmedabad. I still have my roster, 2018. This phone has so many pictures, it's unbelievable. Killian, you know, I also have pictures of you when you were small in this phone. Have you ever seen? Are you full? Let me see the food. Okay, come, I see the food. Bring the food for me, please.
Who is that?
See, that's baby Killian.
I like Dylan.
To see you when you're small.
Yes.
Here, take the food. Auntie! Killian amekataa kukula.
Dylan, come and see me.
I'll wait until Dylan eats. Can you eat? Come here. Ugali kidogo tu. Why nowadays you don't eat when you're given food? Why do you find it a problem? Can you bring your chair here? Here. What's wrong with the food? Did Auntie not cook food well?
You did.
So why are you not eating that?
No, sir.
Can you swallow that? You see the skuma wiki she's cooked from the shamba outside here. You know, it's our skuma wiki that we have. It's since outside our garden. Yeah, so you have to eat it.
And why is the windows like that?
Because no, I don't want you to look at the window. Dila nakula. I don't want you to look at the window. I want you to swallow that food that is in your mouth.
Okay.
Kwa nini siku hizi kile nakuli?
Kama naenda kumaliza imepoa kabisa.
Okay, then eat eggs only. Eggs and this you see these proteins.
Kama yeye anakoloma na maliza na acha kukaa. Nasema nataka nimalize.
Aya, basi maliza eggs. I want you to don't eat ugali if you don't want ugali. You leave ugali like that, they'll give it to Junior, but you eat the eggs.
Even tomorrow he will say that.
Then eat it. Eat. No. Swallow what is in your mouth first. Yeah, wanyateni. Mom ukichiem. What did you eat? Until later maji kidogo.
Mom, Auntie is given me 1 sweet, then you're giving me 2 sweets.
You've eaten 3 sweets today? No.
Auntie's given me another one,
Now.
then you've given me.
Umewapea jioni?
Mimi niliwapea asubuhi.
No.
Niliwapea asubuhi.
And
Ndio nimekuja
when
sasa tena
Auntie
wanaanza
goes
kuambia.
church, you give me another sweet.
Mwezi sema.
Okay, then eat. Can you swallow the food before you talk to me, please?
Okay.
You see the video of you when you are a baby? You see? You are such a cute baby. Alikuwa mcute aki mtoto. Look, I have him when he was the baby. He was so cute. Oh, Kilian. That was you.
Can we put it for my mommy
This was your mommy has it already.
and uncle?
Uncle has not seen. I'll show him. This was that was very cute.
Sisi ulikuwa kinono.
Akakuanga kinono, kalikuanga tu kakonde bado.
When I was a baby, I was
Can you swallow
small.
them? Can you swallow food? This was you at 4 months.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse you. Aki mtoto atakula.
Mayai. Akule mayai.
Anakula haje na yenye ako nayo kwa mdomo hata hajameza. Hata atafuni.
Iko mboga. Ikiwa na mboga, akiwa amemix na mboga, ndio na miaka zote.
Haya.
Nafanyanga nikaa sukuma zinakaa sana kwa mdomo.
Upendaki sukuma? Kilian, now you are 5. Can you imagine you are 5 years old? And you still want to be given food? Dylan, can I see your food? Mtoto ulimuosha nywele? Why you don't eat?
I'm eating.
Okay, enda ukae basi ukule hizo mayai. So you're asking me, Githimbu is nimetoka kuona interview yako na Lynn. Is there age limit? Yeah, from 21 going onwards. From 21 going onwards. I'm not sure, like, it just, if they like your personality, it doesn't matter how old you are, to be honest. But if you are 21 going upwards,
Mom, Mom,
okay.
I'm going to be fully rich.
Hmm?
I'm going to be fully rich.
What does that mean?
Full.
Oh, you fool? Hmm?
I'm not telling you I'm full.
Hmm.
I'm telling you
Hmm.
I will get full how?
When you eat this and finish.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you don't want to gully. Are you full? Now you feel full? Okay, here, take it to auntie. But the food in your mouth, you have to swallow.
Okay.
Dylan, are you still eating? Okay, eat.
Mom,
Yeah, he calls me mom. Yeah?
me I didn't next one.
Auntie! Hebu ona Kilian venye anafanya haki.
What is that?
Anashindwa kubeba. Unamwaga.
What is it again?
Pea auntie mweke huko. Hataki kukula. Acha kijuni akule.
Leo sitakuwa tu serious juu ulikuwa umeonja rice iko kwa tumbo. Mimi ningekuwa tu ati ni hii peke yake.
Sasa Junior akulambia hizo zenye zimemwagika hapo. Hizo chakula unapea Junior. Junior by the way, mbona kina Junior wanakataa kukula chakula zao pia? Na hebu niulize juu zile zenye uliwawekea wale dogi zingine hata pia hawakukula.
Hawakumaliza.
Kwa nini?
Hata wajamaliza, jana hawajamaliza.
Na umezimwaga?
Nimezitoa zimeweka fresh.
Na unawaoshea hizo sahani?
Nazioshaga siziwapeani kama hizo sahani ziko chafu. Wanaziosha. Na maji ya huko kuna. Sijawahi wapea zikiwa chafu. Wanaziosha.
Hizo chakula zenye huyu amekataa siupatie Junior. Ama unataka kule kesho?
Nitatoa tu hizo mboga na mayai na mpea ugali na hiyo supu.
Ni sawa basi.
Mama Dila ni ameshiba.
Ila kama umeshiba beba chakula upeleke jikoni. Mwende mnawe alafu what time is it? I need you guys to go and sleep. Because now you guys are not watching TV. You're not watching TV now because you watch TV from morning until evening. Guys, okay. Try and avoid tea. I've read that. Thank you so much. Yes, this boy calls me mom. Me, I am ma. He calls me mom. His mom, he knows his mom. He calls his mom mommy and all. So he knows that he has two moms. But he knows that I'm not his biological mom. So that's nice. Anyway, guys, it's been 2 hours. Seems like you don't have any much questions for me. So I think I'm going to log off this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think we have talked about a very educational topic. If you have any lady who is going through TTC and maybe probably thinking of going through IVF or through assistive reproductive help, you can forward this video to them so that they can watch, so that they can know prior to going through it, what exactly they need to do, what exactly kind of questions they need to ask. Perhaps I'm going to make more videos to sort of enlighten ladies. I don't know. Mhm. Yes, I resemble my nephew, niece. Is it no nephew? I resemble my nephew a lot. Actually, people usually, when I tell people that he's actually not my biological kid, they usually say, "Huh? No way." Because I don't have stigma around me not having a kid. So I don't have a problem telling people that he's not my kid. I mean that is my sister's child. I don't have a problem with that. You know? Because let me not just talk. I just pray that anybody who had said anything hurtful to me, or even about me, or anything to do with my infertility or the fact that I don't have a kid behind my back or mocked me or said something horrible to me, I just pray that God may forgive you. May God forgive you. May God forgive your ignorance. Kuna maji inamwagika mahali. Because there are some people. Right now, I don't talk to right now I don't talk to some people because of the kind of hurtful things, the kind of hurtful things they do, or the kind of their hurtful behavior. I don't talk to some people. This life is too short. That if you find that somebody disrespects you in any way, even if it is the slightest disrespect, you don't need to put that person in your cycle. Honestly, even the slightest disrespect. If you see that somebody doesn't value you, somebody doesn't respect you, and somebody does not see you as, just do away with these people. Do not lick anybody's ass. Never do it. Because at the end of the day, what do they help you with? At the end of the day, right now, if you're stuck somewhere and you don't have anybody to sort of wanaenda wapi?
Kuna kitu ananionyesha.
Nilimkata wapi? Kwa mguu? Hiyo ni nini?
Hapa tu chini.
Did you guys brush your teeth?
No.
Okay, can you brush and then you go to bed, please? Until waweke net vizuri, because I can see Killian was bitten by mosquito on his face.
Mama alilala kesho kabisa.
Yeah, you have mosquito bites on your face and I don't like that. We hautampata. If you find that somebody, even the slightest, gives you a disrespect, even the slightest, let it go. Let them go. Just let them go. That's it. Yawa. Auntie, kuja nikusumbue auntie. Nisaidie na hiyo nini ya hizo manini zangu za dawa. Usijui hiyo dawa yenye nataka iko kwa gani? Kama iko kwa gani? I can see YouTube is telling me that they have inserted an advert. Please, guys, watch the adverts fully so that I can get something. I have my bag of supplements. This is magnesium glycinate, the best sleep aid. I usually take 2 a day. One in the morning, one in the evening. When I go to bed, I sleep like a baby. Magnesium glycinate. I bought them in Amazon. I have so many things, so many supplements from Amazon, but they help me. Nowadays, I feel great in my body. Yeah, those ads. Those ads make me earn something small from this YouTube. Tummy ache. Those ads are good. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to log off. I have spoke too much, and I think it's enough for the video today. I'll see you guys on my next Sunday. I needed to call somebody. Some lady wanted to talk to me, so I need to find out if I can talk to her. I'll see you guys on my next Sunday. Have a lovely night, lovely time wherever you are. Bye.